Uh-oh, Belarus is in the news again and you don't know anything about it. If this has ever happened to you, this handy explainer will tell you everything you need to know so you can tell the internet how smart and politically savvy you are. What is Belarus? First of all, it's Belarus, not the Belarus or a Belarus or some Belaruses. As you furiously Google Belarus in an attempt to sound informed, you might have noticed that all the hubbub seems to be about this disputed presidential election. This is the current president, Mustache Man. But don't call him Mustache Man online or everyone will know you're not a Belarus expert. Mustache Man is actually known as Alexander Lukashenko, or Lukashenka. Nobody actually knows which one is truly correct, as the secret was lost to history thousands of years ago during the Age of Strife. The capital city of Belarus is Minsk. While it may not be a major tourist destination, back in the early 60s it had a small but notable American expat community. Belarus has tractors, a lot of tractors. It also has trees and root vegetables such as potatoes and carrots. Here we see Mustache Man Lukashenko feeding international film superstar and ultimate fighting champion Steven Seagal a carrot fresh from the ground. And look how happy he is. This is Lukashenko's son, Nikolai. You can recognize Nikolai because he looks like the villain in an 80s teen movie whose dad is going to close the local youth center in order to build a car dealership. Lukashenko has been Belarus's president for 26 years, which is not at all suspicious. Some people do find it suspicious, however, and so they named him Europe's last dictator, because, you know, Europe doesn't have any other dictators in it. Okay, well, at least the European Union doesn't have any dictators in it. Oh. When explaining Belarus to your followers, it's important that you come up with some kind of binary explanation for everything that's happening there, because your audience can only understand two things at any given time. Belarus is torn between the West and Russia. That's a good one because Belarus is literally located between those two places. How you explain the protest in Belarus depends on the political slant of your audience. For example, if you're catering to a right-wing audience, you should say that George Soros is paying leftist Antifa thugs to overthrow the traditional conservative government of Lukashenko so they can expand NATO closer to Russia and threaten Vladimir Putin. And if you're writing to a left-wing audience, you should say that the neocons and the CIA are trying to overthrow the socialist Alexander Lukashenko so they can implement neoliberalism and expand NATO closer to Russia to threaten Vladimir Putin. See, those political positions are totally opposite because they use some different words. If you made it this far, congratulations! You're an expert on Belarus now. Now it's time to get out there and share your wisdom with the internet to bring the light of truth to the masses.